Got a series of it.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
It was good. What it was, my old man, my dad, for those who don't know what that means.
For the American viewers, really.
Yeah. He recommended it to me a few months ago, probably. And so I put it at the bottom of my list because as much as I like my dad, he's no film critic like I am. It's usually terrible. My sister then recommended it to me, and so I moved it even further down the list, if that's possible. I got another page and moved it onto that page.
Well,
and I don't know, the other night I was feeling depressed and sort of, with telly, like I feel now, really.
Well,
depressed,
I mean, there's no respect for actors, is there now?
No, and I thought I wanted to punish myself in a way, so I thought I'm going to watch this piece of crap that my dad and my sister have been watching, and I watched it, and it was bloody brilliant. So that was a shock. And
I thought you was going to say absolutely terrible, to be honest.
No, it was bloody brilliant. It really was. And if we look at the films, the type of film or program that I don't like, as you know, no war films, I don't watch them. No James Bond, no superheroes, no reboots, I don't like much, do I? But this, and I didn't think I'd like it because it's was it
superhero then? Was it?
No. It was like a carry-on from an 80s film, which I thought would be pathetic. Anyway, turns out, Cobra Kai.
I've heard of that. Yeah, it's on
brilliant.
Netflix.
Absolutely brilliant. And I'll tell you why it was brilliant. Because, first of all, have you seen Karate Kid?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good start then. And
it's like where he's like doing karate and that. Isn't it?
Yeah, he's like Daniel.
And there's that old Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. And Daniel LaRusso, he's like a nerd. And he keeps getting picked on by the bullies.
Wax on, wax off, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And he keeps getting picked on by the bullies. And the head bully's called Johnny. And he keeps battering him.
He sounds like a bully as well.
Johnny. Yeah, Johnny Lawrence is called.
Oh, God.
And cool, though. I'd have been in club. You remember, like, I used to do karate, didn't I?
Well, so you see, don't you?
Yeah, I was a blue belt. Good God. Well, anyway, it was like the type of karate. Dojo, that's it. Instead of class.
Dojo.
That's like what I used to go to. No mercy. And, only hard men would survive. Well. But, so anyway, in the film, like, Johnny Lawrence is picking on the Karate Kid, Daniel LaRusso. Daniel LaRusso's a right nerd, gets taught karate by Mr. Miyagi, and then, like, batters him in the final. Now, what this is about, and this is a genius of it, is although Daniel LaRusso is in it, it's really a story about Johnny the bully.
Is this after Karate Kid then?
Yeah, it's like modern times, so it's 35 years later. Or whatever it is. Yeah,
so he's sort of like learned from bullying and that then?
Well, you'll have to watch it. It's really good. But he starts up the dojo again. And what I love about it is it's like, in those days, it was kind of frowned upon. It's like karate, like Miyagi taught that karate is for self-defense only and all this, Whereas the Cobra Kai was a school which Johnny Lawrence went to, and they're like, no mercy, strike first, all this. You've got to be tough and hard to make it. Yeah. Whereas in today's world, like all these kids nowadays, these millennials or whatever you call them, they're all wimps.
I don't really know anyone who I've not really heard of any like young lads who have done karate.
No, you wouldn't.
I mean, I know when I was at school, I mean, there was no one really who did karate or anything.
Well, no, because they're not tough enough. That's the problem.
Well,
and they're all wimps nowadays, and they're all like, "Oh, you've offended my feelings" and all this. Yeah. And what's genius about this is that Cobra
we don't want to get too much into that. It's quite controversial.
No, but not controversial. But Cobra Kai comes back. And it
actually controversial, is it, Cobra Kai?
No, not at all. No,
good because I don't like.
It's just classic. It's just brilliant. And it like does the kids really good, but it's not quite as straightforward as that. But it's something. It's like he's come straight from the 80s into the modern day, and like.
What is he, a time traveller?
No. But his attitude is. It's like he's never grown up, and he's still.
So he's still like the 80s in that, like he's like sort of. Is he like one of them?
He still listens to it.
He'd like find him in a pub and that, and he'd be like, the 80s was miles better.
He's not made much of a success in his life, to be honest. Whereas Daniel LaRusso has.
But he sounds a bit lame.
No, it's actually really funny as well. And it's funny that they've still got this grudge from 1985, a karate tournament, And do you know what, though? There are parts of it which are lame, but they're unapologetic about it. And it's like lame, but it's cool at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's like you know what's going to happen. You're like, this is going to happen here. It's lame, but it just works brilliant. And it's like if I was to use the system on this, then I'll tell you, there's two seasons of it, and it was made by YouTube, I believe. It's like a YouTube original.
All right.
Now they funded it and financed it, and they made 2 seasons of it, and it was meant to be a 2 seasons sort of piece, if you like. And so it's all about Johnny Lawrence, what became of Johnny Lawrence, the bully, in his later life, and what happened to him. And it goes through. And if I was to rate sort of the 2 seasons, using the system, my system,
your system,
going to use my system, I would put it through, and it's like the beginning of it. It's just honestly, it's so good. Yeah, Google it, but don't press enter, will you?
Right.
Don't want to know the score because we're going to see about accuracy. Yeah. Now remember the floating point I've got, don't you?
Oh, yeah,
33, 33, 33, and then.
It was something like that, wasn't it?
I'm not going to do any clever maths for my floating point like what I did before, what confused you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go straight up, the beginning, which is like, I would say, part of. So there's like 20 episodes. So I would say like the first, 7 episodes or so, 6, 7 episodes, 34. 34. 34. I enjoyed it that much. I was absolutely hooked.
Bloody hell.
I laughed. I just thought it was brilliant. And it was a shock. It was a shock to me.
Wait, that was a shock, that 34.
Well, it's a shock to everybody, I think. But 34, it was that good. And then the next 6 or 7 episodes. So what we do there is we cross over from season 1 into season 2. And I thought it sort of, as I said, it was lame, but just to the right point. I thought they turned lame up just a little bit too much then. And it made it quite a lot about his teenage students. And so I got a little bit more bored with that. So I would give it...
You've got no respect for teenagers, though, have you?
I haven't. No, you're right. You are right. Why? Yeah, I haven't. No, well, I slagged them off earlier.
Well, you did, yeah.
No respect for that.
You did, yeah.
Well, wimps, aren't they?
Wow.
But, mind you, he did sort a lot of these out, I must say. I'd give it 29, so still really high. It was still
that's still pretty high, yeah.
Right, so what's that?
34,
29 gives you
64, 3, yeah.
63. And then the ending. Now, Netflix have bought it because it's that good, and they're making a season 3. Now, whether that's going to be good or bad, I don't know. But what I would say is I'm judging it purely on a 2-piece thing, which YouTube intended. I thought the ending was excellent. I thought it was brilliant. Because, well, I won't give it away. Just watch it. I thought it was really good. And I'm going to give that, what am I on so far? 63.
Yeah, so out of a
I'll give the ending.
What possible
33. I thought it was brilliant.
33,
I thought it was brilliant. Yeah, I did.
So that's...
and it's such a surprise for me.
96.
90. Well, yeah, 96. The system don't lie.
The system.
I'm so surprised by it. I really am. So surprised by it.
94.
There you go. That's the system.
That's the system.
And I bet the people who, the 2%, they're probably people who haven't even seen the Karate Kid and
probably
know what it was about.
Yeah, probably.
So I bet the 6% of the world who haven't seen the Karate Kid.
Well, I mean, look at these ratings here. They're all 5.
Yeah. Really good.
I mean, yeah, it looks all right.
It looks brilliant. Well, I mean, sorry, it is brilliant. I watched it.
But yeah, I mean,
give it a watch. Give it a watch.
96. That's the system.
And that's my final review of the first series. I mean, I did like my original review until you got your infection, however it was.
Just a bit.
I did have another review, which was a film, but I forgot about it now. And to be honest, I'm just glad I did that because it would have been the film I was going to do would have been about 13%. I couldn't. It was that bad. I forgot about it now, so I'm happy to finish on a positive because I've done now but slag films and answered off.
Well, I mean, that was a highly praised film.
It was.
Well, series from Elbis there. I've never known you praise a series like it, really.